Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Push him back. Push him back.
Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Not that time for Watkins, and it's 3rd and short.
Yellow. Bang, 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 bang. Chopper. Shoot. Check, hot. Switch.
Williams. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st.
What, Caitlin?
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Mickey.
24 is the mic. Watch the run.
Here we go. 4th down, Mahomes. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Entering pause screen. Resume. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
57 color. 60.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Hey, 43, 15. Stay at home.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position. It's actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put in.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On second down, it's Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep it.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, 55 yards. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Butker now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Chiefs take over first down at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a pass hauled in downfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He'll let this go for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 58 yards. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Chiefs 17, Chiefs 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken short.
Let's go. Let's do this.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Mahomes now to throw. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Mahomes now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run it with Williams. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
Hey, talk your stuff now. Talk your stuff now. I suck. Oh, that time getting expired. Promise you. Time getting expired.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively
Time getting expired.
after having time to talk it over.
Sorry to tell you. 58 seconds. Oh, okay. 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 I'll give you that. I'll give you that. That's only.
So there you go.
Look at this. Look. All out blitz. I see that, dude. I see that. Come on.
You don't want to use it up early, right?
I see that blitz. Come on. 2 more timeouts. Okay.
And that's what he did, although
wait, who called timeout?
Wasn't planned that way. But what a nice
you
job
did.
using his eyes,
okay. All right. I guess I gotta get it first on this. I guess I get it first on this. Pinch buckle, huh? Okay. Pinch buckle. I like that. I like the mods. Touch. Hey, I like the mods, literally.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
Hey, you got to think better than that before you try and beat me. Remember that. Remember that. Get off me. Ain't no fumbling. Hey, timeout. Because I am going to waste that clock. I'm going to waste that clock. Better timeout. I'm not throwing the pick.
3 yards on that last carry.
I'm not throwing the pick, bro. Sorry. Waste that time, bro. Waste that time. Yes, sir. Let me run that one more time. This game. This game. Literally. This game, bro. This game. That's the first. That's the first, bro. Gotta let you know.
As they'll talk it over here before what'll be an important third.
That's the first, bro. Good game. Good game. Good game. Run it back. I just beat you, though. Like, you was talking that smack, man. What's up? But you're not good. I locked you up. Literally. Locked you up. But exactly. Even more worse. Worse. That's worse. You wasn't trying. You were trying, bro. I mean, you lost. Alright. Let's play again. I want to see that blown out. I had 88.8 completions. Yeah, and you had 52. I will. Send an invite. Send an invite, bro. I got you. That's what's up. I like the comp. Y'all not comping it to me, bro. Sorry to tell you. You're not comp. Let's go. And that was a warm-up game. What's up?
After the delay, they're backed up even further.
You gotta have confidence, man. You gotta have confidence.
Back to throw, Mahomes. That one complete to him.
You sending it?
And they're going to get him down well short of the
I like
first
those
as he can
odds.
only get this to the 30.
I like
The Chiefs
it, man.
quickly now going to use the
Hey, where'd
last
you
of
learn to
their
play Madden?
timeouts.
You play for money?
It'll be their third and final timeout, so
Yeah.
as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
I hate playing for money. It's no need.
And this one is right.
You think I get a lot of money doing that?
And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time
Wow, the same
on the clock?
team.
As another field
Okay.
goal the other way, that does you in.
I mess with
Exactly
it.
right.
I'm
You
gonna do the
didn't
same
get
thing
into
too.
overtime yet, so now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy.
Because I had to get a feel what you do. Wow. I like it. I mean, I just play, but I don't do all that.
Just over a minute to go in the game. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
First down, Chiefs.
Someone say, yeah, 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 yeah. Fucking scream, yeah. All right, man. Let's see who wins this time.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Yellow.
Now Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And this one is right down Broadway. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking two plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Mahomes to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught by Watkins. And now they get the timeout call. So they got one of the big plays that they needed. Can they do it again? Don't change that dial. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And this doesn't get there. It's no good. They had to go for it, but their final effort here is going to come up short. So this one in the win column for Kansas City.
Entering online hub screen, you have 5 options. Entering main menu screen, Ultimate Legend, Exit, online head-to-head. Entering online hub screen, my leaderboard is selected. Rank 1. Play friend. Enter. Next. 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 Next.
Hey, it's locked, bro.
Next.
It's locked. Literally.
Next.
Literally.
Next.
Kick a field goal. You're not getting a touchdown.
Next.
Promise you.
Next.
Okay. All right.
Next. PUR previous. Entering online hub screen.
Get 'em.
Options. Play friend is entering. Invite.
Ain't no way. Thank you.
21 options. Go underscore.
Come on, bro. Come on. You got to do better than that. Come on now. Come on. I'm pretty good for a 12-year-old with a deep voice.
Next.
Come on now. I hope you read this very well because I will pull that ball as soon as you come down.
Next.
Yes, sir. Get them yards, dude. Get them yards. I feel you. I do that all day.
Next. Next.
Just give me them yards. Y'all don't want to hit him. So I'm just going to keep doing it.
Next.
Simple. Talking shit, you gonna get it real. When you want to you gonna get it real. You ain't really real. You ain't with this for real. This ain't that for real. This ain't that for real. This ain't that for real. Oh, that's a pick. Oh, my fault. My fault, boy. My fault. This ain't that for real. This ain't that for real.
Next. Next. Next.
What? Hollywood. Come on, bro. Come on now.
Next.
You playing. I don't know. I ain't got no friends.
Next. You next. Send it underscore. Next. Luke Jace 321. Entering. Create game screen. You have 7 options. Fatigue option is set to 1. Entering. Online/team select screen. The Baltimore Ravens, the home team, are selected. Yes. Entering on. Entering. Warning pop-up. You must first. It's ready. In GPM. Ready.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Don't be mad. It's more coming. There's more where I came from.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a give, right side. Carson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Switch. Check safety. Under 10. Hey, alert. One left. Left pass. Check 24.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Check three. He's checking. Crash. No. Got it. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hatch it.
They'll indeed go for him with Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. But I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 24 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And the Seahawks have it. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Goal to them, because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's what I was just going to say. First quarter, we'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax. Whoa.
Bad move. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe he'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
12. Jim. Hey, check 24. Zebra. Got it. Check.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson escaping the pressure right.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Hey, watch it. Watch the twist. Let's go double count right here, double count. Check 50. Go. Hey, check 24, watch 24. 49, check 49. Shift. 25. Good.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Flushed out right. Going for Metcalf on the deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, 77 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point up and through by Myers, and they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. He's going to rifle one deep left. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 78 yards. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. So the points coming fast and furious in this opening quarter. Whoa.
Yeah, both defenses, they're looking pretty exploited right now with the way these offenses are attacking. They are a step behind, back on their heels, whatever cliche you want to use. Right now, they're trying to figure out how to slow them down. I'm not sure they're going to be able to.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Watch the safety. Alert. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check your hot read. Check. Go, 4 down. Hey, 0. Hey, alert.
Here's Wilson to throw. Flush to his right. He lets it fly for Lockett, and that will be incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Watch out for Hill on the return. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Working from the gun, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Gonna let one fly for Rob. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Demarcus Robinson, 78 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken short.
At their own 31-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Slam, slam, slam. Check, check for it. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Gun, gun, gun. Fair. Bang, bang. Bang, gun.
3rd and long. It's Wilson escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Switch.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 17 yards on the catch and run to first down. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Mecole Hardman. there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Get on, come get it. Come over here, get down, and come get it.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now it's Wilson. Flushed out right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20.
14, run it. Check. Out. Check 99. Check 4. Check, crunch. 12. Switch gears. Gun.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action.
Check. Lucky. Hey, alert 3. Front left.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Frank Clark, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Watch twins. Good job right there. Russell gun, 4 down. Check. Go, 14.
Throwing is Wilson. Flush to his right. Going for Metcalf into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on him a little.
And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 88 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Darren Lee came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
36 power. SOS. Easy. Switch.
To throw is Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Watch the edge. Slam.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Eluding the pressure right. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get in the field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Check 15.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board. And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Hey. Check. One left. Check 26. Check 25.
The drive starts for C.J. Procise. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Check. Check nickel. Hey, check 20. Hey, 0. Hey, 0. Check 49.
Right back to Procise. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Tight dog. Big Ed. Check. Get it wrong. West. Sponge. No.
3rd and short, it's Procise. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll go with Procise. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Now Wilson on first down. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Safety creep. Back. 14. Watch safety creep. Guys, listen.
Now Wilson. And he's going to go down again. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Check 3. Deuce. You go tight. You got tight right there. Slow. Hook. Big dad.
Now it's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that is incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Here's Hill on the return. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
No gain on this defense, no gain.
Again, it's McCoy. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A gain of 3 on the play. And a first down, Chiefs.
Check 13. Check 13.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, 57, 57. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. 49, 49.
On first down, Mahomes. Flush to his right. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as his guys continue to pour it on. Butker on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Next to score, Chiefs 42, Seahawks 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Slam, slam, slam. Check 43. Check. Alert 3. Gun. Run left. Bang. Shoot.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Eluding the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. 9 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. All the talk when Russell Wilson came into the league about his height, those big defensive linemen, can he get the ball over him? You get him outside the pocket like that, doesn't really matter.
No, it really doesn't, and you're exactly right. Many people dinged him for that and said, how's he going to see over NFL linemen? He never did, right? At whatever level, he saw through them and found pockets and windows to throw the football.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Officially, that goes down as a kick return of 107 yards. What a run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This will be taken very short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know
pressure comes and Wilson's going to go down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
Alert. Good, guys. 4 down. 12.
Here's Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot. It's 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Wilson dancing to his left. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Check 99. Check 99. Be alert. Check 4.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to be incomplete.
Game stats.
Hey, JC, good game, bro. Good. Hey, you got my cash on you. Hey, JC. My cash out. You see it, bro? Yeah. Alright. I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it. Don't panic surround me. I'm corrupted. Flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like. You don't need to be here. Hey JB, what's up?